Okay, welcome back to the Council, episode 2. It's been a long weekend, so if I'm quiet, it's because I'm a little tired and I'm just playing this to wind down a little bit. Oh, I'm losing it. Like I remember what I did. What did I do? Not that one. This one. This one? Was it this one? 6, 27, 21? No. What? Is that a 6 or is that a 5? Oh my god, this is how tired I am. I don't even know. I don't even know. This should be empty. Uh-huh. This okay, that says 4, so definitely not that one. Game completed. This one says not completed. Okay. I'm so tired. Yeah, we're starting right here. Okay, so yeah. Oh my gosh. It's been a long weekend. It's been a very long weekend. 2 weekends in a row I've been camping with family. And considering I'm an introvert, I am so drained. Next weekend, I'm looking forward to quiet solitude. Just me. Alone. I'm so looking forward to it. Okay, let's continue.
How many times must I tell you? You must never put your life on the line for me.
Mother has always had a fascination for Lord Mortimer, but has never wanted to tell me why.
We are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible. Without your mother, hundreds of men would have gone to the guillotine.
All I can tell you is I'm looking for my sister.
Yeah.
Do you believe your mother capable of torturing a child?
An agreement for cannons.
Possibly.
Lord Mortimer assured me that you are to take over the project on behalf of your mother.
Johann Christoph von Wollner, Minister of Religious Affairs, and Jacques Peroux, French Revolutionary Tribunal Judge. You will find that Lord Mortimer is not what one would call conventional, Monsieur de Richet. Monsieur de Richet, I am arresting you for the murder of Elizabeth Adams.
And that's where we left off. Being dragged out of bed and accused of murder. Now the question is, which one should I choose? Oh, I get to choose 2. Well, I definitely want that one. Smarticles or... Wait a minute. Shouldn't these be... That's a chess piece. And that's a brain. They're both smarticles. Alright, so this one is discourse on the method. I can't. I'm so tired. We're gonna go with that one because I don't care. Oopsies. Maybe. Yes? No? I've already forgotten how to interact with this game. Yeah, I've already forgotten how to interact with this game. I'm sorry, my stream bar was covering the buttons and I'm tired. But I want to play this and relax. Because I've had a stressful weekend. Actually, 2 weekends in a row and an entire week. We actually
Last
we meet, Monsieur de Richet. Do you mind if
Never mind.
I call you Louis?
Please do.
Thank you. I wish to apologize wholeheartedly, Louis. I made you cross the seas, and I wasn't even here to welcome you. When I asked you to join us here, it was, of course, in the hope that you would help us find your mother. But an act of horrific violence occurred during the night. And I do not know if this is linked to the disappearance of Sarah.
there's a possible link to my mother, I hope you'll let me know.
In the early hours of the morning, Elizabeth Adams was found dead in her room, savagely mutilated with a knife. I'll get straight to the point, Louis. According to the initial elements at my disposal, you were the last person to see her alive.
Yes, last night we, Do you suspect me?
I want you to tell me everything that happened last night and leave nothing out. Tell me, how did the evening begin?
Oh, well, I have one
Duchess
choice
Hillsborough
anyways.
and I were returning to our rooms when Elizabeth came up to us. She was in a state of panic and insisted that she needed to speak to me. She said she feared for her life. I took my leave of the Duchess and followed Elizabeth to her room.
Continue.
She insisted we have a drink, without which she refused to confide anything.
What exactly did she want to speak about?
She claimed she saw my mother the previous evening on the cliff, if I remember correctly.
Interesting. I will send someone as soon as possible. But do go on.
I refused to go on drinking with her. She already seemed drunk and her conversation became confused. So, then she ordered me to get out. If only I'd stayed.
Don't blame yourself, Louis. How could you have known? But thank you for this new information. Louis, I shan't hide the fact that this tragedy puts me in a very delicate situation. I cannot risk upsetting the smooth operation of our next conference. But the case cannot remain unaddressed. I must reassure my guests, and justice will be done. And for that to happen, I must ask for your help.
Why is that?
You met Elizabeth. You spoke together, I believe. She trusted you. Listen, Louis. Find out who could have committed this murder. I refuse to believe that one of my guests is the murderer. I want to know who is responsible for this. And I trust you. You have my backing. You must stop at nothing.
Excuse me.
Can I count on you?
Of course. How would you like me to proceed?
Maybe you could start by going to the scene of the crime. Elizabeth was attacked in her room.
Any details about this tragedy? Are there any suspects?
Can
Any more
you tell
information?
me anything else about what happened?
Now, Louis, I wouldn't want to influence you. Get over there and form your own opinion.
Okay. Any suspect? Okay,
Right.
you know what? Let's just go.
I'll get over there immediately.
Right.
Thank you, Louis.
Does not want to
And
influence.
once you've finished,
my decision.
come back and let me know your findings. I'll be waiting. And Louis, you've got permission to search through the guests' rooms. They've all been notified and they agree.
Yay. All right. First of all, there's a box in here that I can unlock. Oh, well, let's go talk to Mr. Piaggi, shall we?
Your Eminence, I imagine that you've heard the news about Miss Adams.
What a tragedy, my son. How could such a thing have happened?
That's a better
That's exactly what I'm trying to find out. Did you notice anything out of the ordinary last night?
I saw the young French soldier, Bonaparte, I believe, hanging around near Miss Adams' room. But I would not want to get an innocent man into trouble, Louis. It's probably nothing.
angle. Okay.
But if I
Anything
were
else?
you, my son, I would talk to Monsieur Perrault. You remember
We will
how
talk to
violently
Perrault.
he set upon Miss Adams.
Oh, don't worry. He's on the list of suspects.
All right, and where's that box? If I remember correctly, I think I remember the code to it. If I remember to spell Zeus. As stupid as that sounds. I am dyslexic and have a hard time spelling. And a hard time remembering where the hell this box is. No, it wasn't over there. Run! Damn it. I'm walking too slow. Where's this box? Let's see. Well, we mustn't forget all the little Let's not, shall we? Yeah,
Dante's Purgatory. Why does your mind presume to
Dante.
flight when you're still like the imperfect grub, the worm before it's attained its final form? Charming. Hey, a Russian ruble. I wonder what it'd be worth today.
Although we all know Dante's Inferno is such a charming book. And game, for that matter.
Only a word could open this chest.
Zeus! Okay, change the first letter. Z. Change the second letter. I'm guessing E. Third. U. Fourth. S. Congratulations, you collected 4 amber fragments. Your maximum effort points is increased by 1. Maximum effort. You know what? I'm an absolute retard. It's okay. It's okay. Although it's gonna bug me now to try to remember the hell. Why is there a towel on the floor? Question. Oh, hello. No? Oh. I thought that was a coin. Can't go in that room. Okay. Alright, let's go check Miss Adams' room, shall we? Yes, I think we shall. After picking up a few things.
Golden elixir.
I see you.
Consume without
What is this?
excess. A few leaves out of an old encyclopedia.
Got something to open? No. Of course isn't. Usually there's always a coin down here somewhere. They randomly appear after certain scenes. Which I hate that because then I have to go check the same spots I've checked over and over. Okay. Anyways, on to... before we go into Prue's room, let's go into Miss Adams' room first. I have to... I'm now starting to think I should have ran the other way. This is the long way around. You know, some people would think being, no, that's Piaggi's room. You know, that's the one room you're not able to search is Piaggi's room because, I mean, I'm assuming that, you know, they're like, oh, he can't be a murderer. He's he's from the Catholic Church. Yeah, you never know. Just, oh, I'm full. Okay, then. And this room, nothing. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. You can never get into it. That ticks me off. Why? Why do people create rooms that look like they're a room, but you can't go into it ever in the entirety of the game?
President George Washington.
Like, what is the point in frustrating? Oh, hello. What are you doing, sir?
Good day, Monsieur de Richet.
Mr. Volner, are you looking for anything in particular? Next to Elizabeth's room?
No, nothing special.
That's not suspicious at all. Insinuate that he looks dodgy. Don't tell him anything about the time being. What is he doing in the corridor?
Lord Mortimer must have informed you of the necessity for everyone to remain in their rooms until further notice.
Certainly, but I'm a guest, not a prisoner. I was looking for a servant, since we don't all, unfortunately, have one at our disposal.
Yeah, right.
I shall leave you now, sir. I will return to my room.
Yeah, you will. Anywho. Let us peer into the Disturbing death of Miss Adams. Okie dokie then. Dun 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 dun. Alright. Oh, there's a dude in here. Okay. Oh.
My dear Elizabeth, I'm writing to inform you of some unfortunate news. We won't be able to meet as planned on the first Sunday of May. I've been told that you're no better, and, unfortunately, your brothers and I are absolutely snowed under by the work required to govern this new country. Please, excuse us. As soon as we can get free, even if it's just for a day, I promise we shall come and see you. Your loving father, John Adams. P.S. Don't hold it against your mother. She still isn't ready. Please don't judge her. I'm sure you'll be able to put all of this behind you one day.
Interesting. There's a box over here. I'm sure I need the keys for it.
A chest with a half-circle pattern.
Oh, I have the key. Holy shit.
An untutored hand copied these notes. Looks like a healing method. Well, that's a pity. The writing is barely legible. The note suggests binding the feet and hands, then blocking the jaws using a piece of cloth to prevent the tongue from being sectioned. That looks like a method to control an epileptic fit. I wonder if Elizabeth is the one being treated for that illness.
Interesting.
Feet and hands are bound. A piece of cloth in the mouth prevents the tongue from being sectioned. It looks like preparation for an exorcism. Is Elizabeth really possessed?
Interesting. It could be either one, I guess. I mean, the fact that you choose one is... Well, let's examine the body, I guess. Alright, examine arm.
Numerous marks on the body. She must have fought like a lion. It couldn't have happened without a lot of noise. There are also a number of old scars. The scars are superficial and were made several years ago. She wasn't trying to take her own life. People who scar themselves in this way generally do so to relieve some kind of psychological suffering. By trying to master the pain, they establish their self-control.
We call that tattoo therapy. Okay, you know what? That was a horrible joke. I know. It just... You know what? I know they're not talking about the tattoos. I know they're talking... Never mind. Examine tattoos. God damn it.
She had the Sigillum de Ameth tattooed on her. The symbol of the living God. Written in the language of angels, according to believers. It is rare for someone to know about symbols like this at her age. Unless her mother was a tutor.
I know exactly what I wanted to say. I meant as in the control of pain and controlling the feeling. It's a better way to get tattoos than to... Anyways.
Ancient Greek. Let's see what it means. These are sacred chants intended to protect their bearer. But from whom? Or from what?
Oh. Interesting. Okay, so I've done all this. I've done all that. Okay, return to body. We've done the arms. Examine the upper body. Examine the
No wounds,
hands.
but blood on the right hand. Nothing on the left except that tattooed symbol.
Observe the right wrists.
No marks or bruising around the wrists. It doesn't look like she was tied up or held by force. This
Okay.
pinnacle's a trap. The wearers of the pinnacle thought that they were protected from evil by surrounding it inside the different circles of the pinnacle.
Okay. The head.
I see no sign of bruising on the skull. The only clue is a scar from a previous craniectomy. Poor Elizabeth, she must have been very young when she went through all that. That's torture. She also has old scars around the neck. Maybe mutilations. What a strange smell. Her breath smells of alcohol and of laudanum. People use it to relieve pain. Laudanum. Certain courtiers use it to get drunk. If taken in large quantities, it can provoke fits of madness.
Oh. Interesting. Very
She
interesting.
bled from the nose. She bled from the nose. There's signs of bleeding, but I don't see any traces of bruising.
Well, that means I've already done it. So, okay. Legs.
Blood, but no trace of blows on the legs.
Do we have to know? Like, do I have to? I probably should. Because it might indicate whether or not... I just...
More tattoos.
hate that part.
Similar to those on the rest of her body.
Ooh, that crow tattoo is kind of pretty. Analyze
The
the
blood streaks caused by the wounds to the thorax show that she was standing when she lost blood. This proves that she was standing when she was assassinated. Possibly held by someone or something.
Interesting. Okay, yeah. We should probably make sure so we know if it's or not.
Let's see. No trace of sexual assault or rape.
Oh, that's good. Okay, legs are done.
I count
The
not
body.
fewer than 9 wounds on the thorax with a lot of blood. On first sight, I'd say that's what caused her death.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's what I want. Okay. Examine the wounds.
It looks as though the
Observe
wounds were
the
inflicted
wounds
from a precise angle, as if the murderer was standing behind Elizabeth. Wounds are clean and look like they've been inflicted by a sharp object. Some of the lacerations have damaged vital organs, the heart, the right lung, which is perforated. Most of them weren't given with much force. She might even have survived. But the stab in the heart, though not all that deep, sealed her fate.
Interesting.
Some of
Examine
these
tattoo.
tattoos are veritable works of... What's that? The skin between her breasts is different. Bloody hell! This tattoo was drawn on a page of leather and stitched onto her skin. Probably during childhood.
Oh.
If the scars are anything to go by. It's the same kind of tattoo as on the rest of her body.
Interesting. Arms, body, head, legs, hands. Yeah, we examined all of that. Okay.
Poor girl bled to death. Whoever left that footprint has boats for feet. That's at least a size 15. Where's a size like that here? Peru?
Peru.
Washington, maybe.
Alright, so we got giant feet.
The blade is short and thin. Well sharpened, apparently. It's covered in blood. Still fresh. The lower part of the handle is unsullied by blood. The murderer gripped the weapon so tight that there's no blood where he held it. The handprint indicates a small and slender hand. The handprint on the handle is really small. I can't imagine a man with a hand that size. It must be from a woman's hand.
We have big shoes, small little hands.
Knocked over bottle of wine.
Weird. Weird. Intoxicated. You have used 4 consumable items.
The thing Elizabeth served me last night. Still just as disgusting.
Oh, no, wrong one. My bad.
I don't know what's happened to
Dang
this
it, I
wine,
used
but
the wrong one.
it's undrinkable.
Hey, 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 hey. Analyze it.
Knocked
Analyze it,
over
bitch.
bottle of
Analyze it.
wine. I know that smell. It's laudanum. It must have been mixed with the wine directly in the bottle.
She would try to take me out. Okay, clock.
The clock stopped at 3:54. If it was smashed during the murder, then I've just established the time of the crime.
3 a.m. Okay. Come over here. A lot of
Vials of
laudanum. Laudanum. Shh.
The label shows that this laudanum comes straight from America. I wonder if Washington's involved.
Interesting. I can't afford any more of that, bitch.
Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better.
Okay. Alright, let's check this out.
A pentagram? What the hell's been going on here? Contrary to what most people believe, a pentagram's not there to conjure up, I don't know what evil or demonic creature. With the point toward the top, the pentagram is an ancient symbol of protection against evil.
Yep. What's a connection?
I wonder if Elizabeth's death has anything at all to do with this pentagram. If a ritual went wrong and degenerated, Elizabeth would probably have been killed in the center of the pentagram, not 3 meters from here. That's strange.
It is interesting.
Carmelite water will give me a little reprieve.
A notebook, written in Elizabeth's handwriting. It is written in a mix of several languages. Not too easy to work out.
Well, read the
It's like
text.
a mixture of medieval Latin and Anglo-Norman. It is difficult to make sense of this jerky writing. I can make out some passages, though. He's coming. The demon is upon me. He's coming back to kill me. There she is. Death has come to finish me off. I've just run into her son. That was her last entry. What tortured writing.
Well, obviously she's talking about me and my mother.
A novel of the initiation of a young woman into a polite society.
Interesting.
June 11th, 1791. My dear Elizabeth,
My dear
your
Elizabeth.
last letter gave me much cause for concern. Your words were so cold, as if emotions no longer matter to you. Father maintains the secondary effects of your treatment still trouble you, but that they will soon subside. Should I believe him? I cling to the belief that we shall soon see each other again, at long last, right soon. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. Don't forget to tell me what present you want. August 24th, 1792. Elizabeth, I am driven to despair and doubt there is any point in writing to you. I'm not even sure you'll receive my letters. Father controls my correspondence more and more. I am certain he filters our exchanges. Thankfully, one of the chambermaids is able to help me get my letters to you, but they still remain unanswered. I often think about you and pray every day to be able to hold you tight. We have so much time to make up. I beg you, answer me, please. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. That horrible woman came again yesterday. She spent a long time speaking with Father. I didn't understand everything because they spoke in French, but I'm sure they were talking about you. 30 November, 1791. My dear sister, the cancellation of our reunion hit me like a stab to the heart. Father told me it was for your well-being, but I can't help but blame him. He claims that your condition has worsened and that it could be dangerous for both of us if we met. If only I knew where you were, believe me, I'd be at your side. I haven't received any news from you in a long time. Please write. Your loving sister, Abigail. P.S. I hope you like the enclosed talisman.
Of course she did. She was wearing it.
A piece of fabric. High quality at that. I'd say it's silk. Going by the texture and the gray hue, it must come from a dress, that kind that women of quality wear.
The color doesn't correspond to Emily's black outfits, and Elizabeth doesn't have anything quite like this in her wardrobe. Let's take a closer look. It's a little dirty. It must come from the bottom of the dress where it touches the ground. I recognize that moire pattern. It's the same as the travel dress my mother was wearing when she left. But why the hell did she come into this room?
Oh yes, very interesting. Good question. Anything else to look at? No? That's her diary. Already tried it. Oh, what's over here?
Huh. The talisman that I gave back to Elizabeth. I can't exactly say it brought her good luck.
I don't get to pick it up?
Huh. The talisman that I gave back to Elizabeth.
I want to pick it up.
I can't exactly say it brought her good luck.
But it's saying that I can.
Huh. The talisman that I gave back to Elizabeth.
You jerks.
I can't exactly say it brought her good luck.
I wanted to pick it up. Fine, whatever. That's the clock. Okay, so we have a boot print, but a size 15. Small hands on the knife. Hello.
Blood spatter indicates that the murderer must have held Elizabeth upright during the attack. Even if Elizabeth wasn't very big, I doubt she wouldn't have put up a struggle. It takes tremendous strength to overpower someone like that.
Anything else to look at? Already looked at those. Man, she took this room apart. Oh. Thank you. Okay, well, I guess I'm done. There's nothing else to look at.
Has Sir finished with this room?
I know enough now.
Yes.
Thank you.
Very well, sir. Sir may return whenever need be. I shall guard the door.
Oh, thank you. Let's go look at other people's rooms, shall we? Now, a boot size 15 is either Peru or George Washington, he said. So, those rooms first on the hallway. Ooh, this is George Washington's
President
room, I think.
George Washington.
Yeah, let's go. I think this is why I like being the detective out of the three, because you actually get to go into everybody's room and investigate their rooms, talk to them. If you're not detective, you don't get to go in other people's rooms.
The
Which
Devil's
sucks.
Thorn. I'll keep it.
Yeah, I will. Okay. We're gonna search his room before actually talking to him. Here for a second. Nothing here. Anything over here to grab at? Nope. This is a very nice room, though. It's a very nice room. Yeah, I love that I have no reflect. Wait a minute. Anybody else seeing that? The curtains look all ripped and dirty. The wall. Okay. Creepy mirror. Curtains are drawn. Yeah, that's a little creepy. Anyways. Wow, thank you. I don't get to go on his balcony? Hold up. That's not fair. That's just not right. Let's go over here. There are his goods. All his stuff. Look at that. His bed's all made and pristine. There's, oh, hello. Fine, whatever. Let's check out some personal shit over
Looks
here.
like a note between Emily and Washington about trade deals.
Ooh.
The English and the Americans are preparing a peace treaty. It would appear that Emily is in secret discussion with Washington about reopening trade between the United States and England. If such an arrangement came into being, France would suffer dearly.
My dear George, I'd like to invite you to join me as planned at my place. I have a project to show you. It is time that the United States played a more important role on the world stage. I understand your reluctance of playing with fire. I know your new country is very young, but rest assured that I would do nothing to jeopardize what we have built together. I look forward to seeing you soon. Your friend, William.
Interesting. All right, Mr. George Washington, let's talk.
Greetings, Louis.
Mr. President, you can guess why I'm here.
Of course.
Lord Mortimer has sent me to ask you a few questions about last night.
It's... How am I going to tell Elizabeth's father that she's dead?
I know, Mr. President. I shall endeavor to find out the truth about this tragedy. I must ask you to help me, though. Please.
Find the degenerate pig who did this, Louis.
Looks like he's grieving, of course. Had he spoken to her?
Tell me, Mr. President, had you spoken to Elizabeth since your arrival? You know her father. You thought she was dead.
No, I didn't. And I believe I'll be taking my remorse with me to my grave. I wanted to, but I didn't know where to begin.
You can't blame yourself. You
Well, you couldn't have known that her days were numbered.
Interesting. Ask him about the laudanum.
Were you aware that Elizabeth took laudanum?
Yes, she came to ask me for some. She had finished her reserve, I believe.
Oh.
Did she tell you why she was so desperate to get some, Mr. President?
She said she had terrible migraines that wouldn't go away.
More likely for the voices she heard, not the migraines.
Exactly. Okay.
Are you all right,
Not gonna
Mr.
cost me
President?
anything,
Are you
so-
feeling all right?
Oh, don't worry. It's this rotten toothache. What do you expect? I'm no spring chicken now.
Interesting. What is this alibi for last night? Alibi. Oh, alibi. You know what? I'm dyslexic. I'm not gonna apologize for it.
I'm talking to all the guests to find out who has an alibi and, well, who doesn't, Mr. President. Can you tell me what you were doing last night so that I can strike your name off the list?
I spent the night right here, reading.
All night?
Exactly. Emily stopped by in the middle of the night. You can ask her. She wanted to talk about some business we have in common.
Anything whatsoever to do with Elizabeth?
Not at all, Louis. A business matter.
Do you know she had enemies? Does he know why she was here? Speak with him about the footprint.
Mr. President, we found a footprint at the scene of the crime.
Not a dress shoe, I hope. That's all I wear.
No, rest assured.
Oh.
It looks like the print of a big ankle boot. A large size, I'd say.
Perfect. That should help you, Louis. It's a clue.
Okay. He only wears dress shoes. So it's not him. Mr. Peru should have some words to answer for, but I'm gonna go check his word with some other people here. Again, I hate that you can't check Piaggi's room. Only because he's, you know, man of the cloth. Whatever. You know, I'm pretty sure nowadays police wouldn't care if you're a man of the cloth, they're still gonna check. Because unfortunately, there have been incidences with the man of the cloth. Catholics, man. No offense, I mean, I'm just, you know. I'm just gonna shut up now. Yep, no, that would suit me. This is Piaggi's room, and I can't go in it. Alright, fine. Anyways, that's my room.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Godoy's room. Can't go in it. I'm guessing he's already.
A drachma.
Thank you. Alright, well, let's talk to Elizabeth and make sure the alibi is tight. And yes, check her room, because... okay. Stack of books. Can I get a book? No. I don't want to read the painting either.
Grammar of Port-Royal. Ah, the artistry of the French language and all its splendor. Whoever masters French commands the world. At least une partie of it.
Very interesting.
Dear E, I received your last letter. Unfortunately, the Crown informed the Golden Order that our mission should under no circumstances hamper Sir Gregory's plans. Decidedly, they have support from the highest level in Buckingham Palace. So here we both are, hands and feet tied, and little room to maneuver. Keep me abreast of events.
Hold on.
Our mission is becoming more complicated. Yours, E. P.S. The French chapter of the Order doesn't appear to know anything about the arrival of our friend Sarah. I therefore cannot comment on it. However, my guess is that she has come here for personal reasons.
So here we both are, hands and feet tied. A little room to maneuver. What's that thing? The letter I was reading in her room? Hands and feet bound with a gag. Although, I can't read that? You suck. Interesting. Anything over here to read? No? No, I can't snoop. Okay. I still can't go on the balconies. You know what, people? I'll take that.
A letter from William Pitt the Younger, addressed to Emily. He's the present Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. Emily has indeed some powerful backers. Madam, thank you for consoling the Queen. The King's situation is worsening, but I wager he'll recover from this present fit. Next time you speak with Her Majesty the Queen, would you please be so kind as to ask her to look into my petition to raise taxes with the King? I will personally see to it that our nation will recover from this impasse. But King George's mental situation is slowing down our decision-taking. Thank you in advance for all your help. William Pitt, Prime Minister of the United Kingdom of Great Britain.
Interesting. Oh, what beautiful. Hey, wait a minute. Is it just me? Or is her room the only one without biblical photos? Biblical paintings. There's no... Throughout the entire mansion, there are photos representing biblical times and people from Christ's time, but there's none in here. There's none in here. Huh. Interesting. That's actually very interesting. Duchess, you can inform King George and Holy Father's backing. We shall assist you with financing the recruitment of regiments and immigrant royalists to fight against France. Your friend, His Eminence Piaggi. Huh. Interesting. Very interesting.
2 coils circle the lock. A letter from William Pitt the Elder addressed to Emily. He was the English Prime Minister. This letter dates from 15 years ago now. Madam.
Oh, wow.
I shall never thank you enough for all your care and attention. I shall be indebted to you until my last breath. If you have any request of me, you only need ask. With regards to my son William, I shall never thank you enough for looking after him. You know the latter's preferences, and you will understand he needs you desperately. For that, and as agreed with Queen Charlotte, our friend Duke Hillsborough will carry out his task and meet with you within 6 months. From then on, you'll be free from want. Yours sincerely, William Pitt, Count of Chatham.
She's...
A devil's thorn, to be used to uncover the best disguised traits. A devil's thorn, to be used to uncover the best disguised traits.
Oh. Well, maybe we'll use it and then we'll go back and get some. What's that supposed to be? Alright, anyways.
What can I do for you, Louis?
I've come to see you about last night's tragedy. Did you hear anything about what happened to Elizabeth?
Yes, we all did. Rumors spread quickly, you know. How awful. I didn't know her well, but I hope at least the poor thing didn't suffer too much.
Death came quickly. You can be assured of that.
If such a senseless act can happen here, then none of us is truly safe anywhere. Lord Mortimer must be mortified that one of his guests could have committed such an act, don't you think?
He is indeed very upset about it. It's only natural after such a violent murder.
Violent? What do you mean?
Elizabeth was stabbed 9 times.
Oh my God, Louis. How awful. The murderer must have had a serious grudge against her, on her like that. It must have been a crime of passion. Do you know what happened exactly?
In fact, Lord Mortimer has asked me to look into this case, Emily.
Really? Are you Lord Mortimer's snoop now?
I'm doing it for Elizabeth, not to please Mortimer.
Good for you. Quite right, too. Have you found out anything?
Did you and Elizabeth get to know each other?
I must admit, Louis, I didn't take much interest in her. I feel a bit guilty about it, but I never actually spoke to her. She seemed burdened by her problems, and as she wasn't invited to the conference, I didn't really seek her out.
I'm now interviewing all the guests to establish the alibis for each person. Just so that I can cross you off the list of suspects, can you tell me what you were doing on the night of the murder?
Am I given to understand that I'm on the list of suspects?
Don't take it the wrong way, but I must consider every possibility.
Well, if you absolutely wanted to be sure of my activities that evening, you only had to join me, you know.
I know, Emily. Especially since I couldn't prevent the murder, even part of the evening with Elizabeth.
You're sure it's not too hard to bear for you?
The fact is, I don't have a choice. But I will find the murderer. I owe Elizabeth that, at least.
Did she just evade my question?
I'm now interviewing
Where were you
all
last
the
night?
guests to establish the alibis for each person. Just so that I can cross you off the list of suspects, can you tell me what you were doing on the night of the murder?
Am I given to understand that I'm on the list of suspects?
She evades
Don't
my
take
question.
it the wrong way, but I must consider
She doesn't
every
even
possibility.
answer it.
Well, if you absolutely
Interesting.
wanted to be sure of my activities that evening, you only had to join me, you know.
I know, Emily. Especially since I
And
couldn't
you
prevent the
have
murder,
to tell
even
me
though I
what you
spent
were
part of the
doing,
evening
but
with
she
Elizabeth.
evades my questioning.
You're sure it's not too hard to bear?
Smart little
The fact
hussy.
is, I don't have a choice.
Smart,
But
smart.
I will find the murderer. I owe Elizabeth that, at least.
Alright, let's see. Is it others? Speak to her about her correspondence with Piaggi. I'm kind of curious. Speak to her about her arrangement with Washington. The dagger was held by a hand of a woman. And speak to her about the piece of fabric. Well, first of all, let's
Tell
get
me,
Washington out of the way.
What's the nature of your relationship with Washington?
Oh, come off it, Louis. You're not going to go into a jealous rage, are you?
No. I
Sweetie,
can
just
assure you
answer
of
the
that.
damn question.
That has nothing to do with it.
It doesn't really matter. Look, Louis, the President and myself are working on a number of commercial contracts. Nothing overly exciting.
You're lying, Emily. These agreements come into being. They'll break Franco-American alliances for the greatest benefit of England. In order to know.
Interesting.
I hear
Alright,
you
what
in
about
discussions
Piaggi?
with the Holy See.
Oh, either His Eminence can't keep his tongue from wagging, or you've been poking your nose where you shouldn't, sir.
Even so, Emily,
Hey, I'm
you're
allowed.
raising a royalist army. That's no small matter.
And you are straying from the subject. Is there anything else you wanted to ask me?
You're dodging my questions,
We
sweetie.
found the murder weapon.
What is it?
A dagger. Quite slim.
Have you found its owner?
Not yet. Still searching as it happens. That said, since a blade penetrated the body several times, the murderer's hand will have been covered in blood.
You think that's a clue?
The handprint was a very slender hand, Emily. Probably that of a woman.
Do you realize what that means? There are only 3 of us on the island. Bearing in mind that neither my sister nor myself had any reason to set upon the young lady, that means...
I know, Emily. I know.
Don't you
Keep
dare.
up your courage, Louis. I'm sure there's an explanation. You're bound to shed some light on it all.
She's smooth.
What you say is
She's
true.
real smooth.
I'm less and less enthusiastic about shedding any light on the subject.
Huh. Make your speed about the night of the murder. I want to, but I can't.
I won't keep you, Emily. Thank you for answering my questions.
She evaded every question. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. And Miss, I can't answer a straight question. Alright, Piaggi. It's your turn. Or not Piaggi. Peru. Oh. Okay, let's go in his room. Okay, well.
Devil's Thorn.
That.
I'll keep it.
Oh, I forgot to grab the Devil's Thorn from her room, too. Damn it.
The Prince by Machiavelli. A perfect read for anyone with a surfeit of ambition. That might come in handy.
Honey, I couldn't have hoped for better.
Oh, yeah? Couldn't have hoped for better, huh? I don't care about the sword.
My dearest son, I'm writing to implore you to act quickly. The situation is rapidly worsening here. Paoli continues to steer our motherland, Corsica, toward open warfare between France and England. His men are everywhere. We are obliged to go into hiding and are
excuse me.
unable to remain in the same place for more than 2 days. I wouldn't be surprised if they targeted us soon. Make haste, my son. You hold our destiny in your hands. Your loving mother, Maria Bonaparte.
Sounded sweet. Monsieur Jean.
My dear Napoleon, as previously agreed.
I really don't care about
There's
this
just
letter.
one holster in Bonaparte's gear, and the pistol is missing. On the other hand, his cleaning equipment is in mint condition. That's typical of the soldier in him.
Interesting.
Amber crystals.
Monsieur de Richet, please be quick. We are both very busy.
Sure.
Did you hear about young
him over
Elizabeth?
last night.
Indeed, it is deeply regrettable.
Lord Mortimer asked me to...
I know. You no doubt want to know my alibi. I spent the night downstairs playing cards.
Can you tell me who was
with?
present at the game, please?
Well, there were Lord Mortimer, President Washington, and Sir Gregory.
Thank you.
Ah, and His Eminence Piaggi as well. Excuse me, I nearly forgot him. Poor soul.
Interesting.
Did any
Anyone
of you
leave early?
during the game?
Not that I know of, monsieur. I didn't exactly spend my time noting the other guests' comings and goings, but I don't think so.
Thank you.
Washington lied to me.
What time did the game end?
I can't say exactly. As for me, I must have stayed until midnight. I was exhausted, couldn't think straight, so I preferred to go up to bed.
On your way up to bed, did you notice anything out of the ordinary?
No, not in the least. The whole manor was sound asleep.
Not really. No. Did you notice anything unusual during the evening?
Nothing at all, except the luck of the devil of Lord Mortimer and Sir Gregory at cards.
Did they win much?
Oh la la, monsieur, they cleaned us out more like. But I plan on getting it all back before we leave.
Someone saw you not far from the victim's room. Can you tell me what you were doing exactly, please?
I can tell you that someone is an idiot. I wanted to warn her to be careful. You see, on the night of my arrival, I saw someone leaving her room in haste, and I wanted to speak to her, to warn her. Unfortunately, the young lady slipped through my fingers each time. Now I know why. She had every reason to be worried. What an idiot I was not to insist. I could have helped her.
I've been studying him for a while now, and I don't think he was lying. Yet, I'm surprised how easy it was for me to read him. It must surely be his military side. I wish they all could be like that. My investigation would be finished already.
Right.
Well, have we finished, monsieur?
Exactly. Thanks again for all your answers. Good day.
What is in
Carmelite
here,
water.
huh?
They say that if you drink this, it gives you a real boost.
Thank you. Alright. Now for Monsieur Peru. Which will not be easy because he is a man of anger first. So, let's try not to get shot here. Monsieur Peru. Uh-oh. Oh, he's already mad.
What do you want from me, de Richet?
Greetings. It's fallen to me
Cut
that...
the crap! Get to the point. We both know why you're here.
And have you got anything to tell me?
What does it matter? It's too late anyway. Do what you have to do and get out.
It's never too late, sir. If you have something to say, now is the time.
You don't understand. Everything's already written.
Baru.
It's over.
Why is he behaving like the perfect culprit? What is it that's already written? I'm not sure I follow you.
No, you don't.
Well, then we will come back to that. See, now these are biblical paintings. But Duchess's room has no biblical paintings. How interesting. The whole mansion has biblical paintings all over the place. And yet, her room is the only one I've seen so far with none. What is that? What is that? And why can't I look at it? Huh. Interesting. Oh, you're not going to read it for me? Okay, asshole. I don't know if we shall meet again at this point in time. I am a prisoner, snared by my own decisions. You must be protected. My future is lost without you. You can still be saved, no matter how much bitterness you hold against me. You must know that I make a pact with the devil who I thought I could master. I thought I knew the monster, but that I did for France is nothing compared to what they are capable of doing. Now I can't see any way out. The jaws are closing upon me. I love you now and forever. Interesting. Who was he writing that to? No name. Nothing. He's a bit of a messy guy here. And yet the bed is made.
Records of the police. Notes intended for the police
Ooh.
lieutenant of Paris.
It's a list of people under surveillance in Paris. And there's some well-known names on it. This is valuable information. This shouldn't be lying around.
No, it should not. Oh, hello.
Amber Crystal.
Reach. Oh. Okay.
Dear friend, please come and join us. We must meet about the ongoing operations in Paris.
Really is interesting.
A pattern with 4 circles.
Excuse me, sorry. Oh, yay. I have the key. Ooh, lots of letters.
Dear Monsieur Peru, I'm writing to thank you for the funds you sent. These funds will be crucial for the renovation of the western wing of the orphanage. The children you sent are doing marvelously well, and little Pierre will soon be walking. Some of them still sometimes suffer nightmares about their parents on the I expect they will cease in due course. Should you decide to send us more, please note that another 20 beds will soon be ready. The children and myself will never thank you enough. Long live the Republic. Long live France. Sister Marie-Hélène.
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
Huh. Well, he's a good guy. That definitely doesn't make sense now, does it?
All right. Have you finished?
Not quite. I'd like you to answer a few questions.
We're not going straight to that.
I know you were at the scene. We will save a lot of time if you just tell me what happened.
You know nothing at all.
Enlighten me then. For now, I have your footprint in a pool of blood.
That's right. The only thing you can prove is one of my boots was at the scene. Congratulations. You've wrapped up the investigation.
No.
All right. Have you finished?
Not quite. I'd like you to answer a few questions. I'd like to talk about the letter you're writing. What woman is it addressed to?
Who says it's a woman? I'm not saying any more. There's no point you insisting.
Interesting.
All right. Have you finished?
Not quite.
No, I haven't
I'd
finished.
like you to
Talk
answer
to
a few
me,
questions.
bitch. I honestly don't think I should do this, but you know what?
Let's get right to it. Are you Elizabeth Adams' murderer?
That is for you to prove, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, wrong one.
You weren't expecting me to do all the legwork for you, were you? Lazy man.
Lazy man? Did you just call me a lazy man?
Goodbye,
You know what?
sir.
I'm finished with you.
We shall meet again.
Probably.
Problem is I don't think he's the murderer. I mean, he helps orphaned children, and obviously loves his daughter. Why would he murder someone? Very interesting. I think... Is there any... I know I can't go into Mr. Bedoy's room. Can't go in that room just yet. And I haven't been in Vulner's room. So his will be the next stop. Von Vulner. Ah, you're taking forever. Come on. Okie dokie. Let's see here. Again, biblical photos. So weird. Personally, I'd like to know what's so special about Elizabeth's room. I mean, not Elizabeth, but, what's her name? No. Yes? No, that's not her name. Emily. No, that's Emily Adams? Elizabeth. Wait, which one's... Frick! First letter. Oh, what was it again? Zinc. That's wrong. Sorry. Nope, that's a G. Okay.
Golden elixir. The Sorrows of Young Werther. There's a handwritten text signed by von Werner on this first page. Dear Elizabeth, I know that this book is but a small token compared to the delightful moments you gave me, but I hope that this will nonetheless keep the memory alive. Your ever-obedient servant. So, Volner had a relationship with Elizabeth.
Ooh.
But that's hardly surprising given his fondness for the occult.
Very interesting.
Honey, the remedy of the gods.
I still can't go into the balcony. Alright. Oh, but hello, Volner. I'll get to you soon, buddy.
Amber.
Take that. I'll take... Ooh. Got an extra one. Sweet. Oh. Devil's Thorn is full. Alright, sir. Let's talk.
What can I do for you, de Richet?
Monsieur, Lord Mortimer has appointed me to investigate the tragedy that befell us last night.
Oh, yes. It's horrible. Yes. How can I help, monsieur?
Well, you had a relationship with her.
Where were you
Where were you last night?
In my room. I read a few ancient manuscripts before going to bed. But I didn't stay up long. I was tired.
Thank you kindly. Excuse me for asking, but did you know Miss Adams?
Oh, she... not really, to tell the truth. No.
I found the Volker dedication, signed by your hand, monsieur. Would you like to change your version now?
Be careful, de Richet. Don't push your luck. My relationship with Miss Adams was pure and has nothing to do with you. Continue playing the detective as you see fit. But if I find the bastard who did that to Elizabeth, I will...
Yes! I would have preferred a simple response, but I see I have my answer now.
Yes, yes. Did you love her? No. How long did your relationship last? Was your relationship over? That's a good
I get
question.
the impression that your romance was over. Am I right?
So? What does it matter to you? I would never have attacked her, if that's what you're insinuating.
Who put an end to the relationship? You or her?
It was her. It was her. But what does that matter? We both agreed.
Okay.
Exactly
How long was it lasting?
I have no reason to answer you.
I see.
Yeah, you
Is
do.
that what you want me to tell Lord Mortimer when he asks what I found out?
It's only been a few weeks.
You loved her, didn't you?
Did you love
That is
her?
none of your damn business.
Your feelings betray you, sir.
Sauvage. Yes, I loved her like a moth loves the flame of a candle. That's why we could never be together.
Yeah, that's a crime and shame love right there.
We finished. I'll have a look around and then take my leave.
Do whatever you have to do.
It seems like a woman. Maybe she stabbed herself and somebody was trying to stop her. Maybe. Yeah, it's all speculation, really. Alright, I want to question George Washington again because I suspect a lie. Oh, no, that's her room. Wait a minute. Dude, you're supposed to be out there protecting her room. No, no, no. Alright. Ooh. George Washington. Kind of want to question him about game night. Mister.
Greetings, Louis.
Oh, hello. That's a... Okay. Anything else? Does he know why she wanted it? Speak with him about footprints. Did she have any enemies? Oh, I guess I can't ask him about game night now.
Enemies, Mr. President?
Not that I
Okay,
know
well...
of. I heard about her altercation with Mr. Perru, but that case was closed, if I'm not mistaken. But
Monsieur
if in doubt,
Perru.
I wouldn't leave any door unopened. And I'd go and
Monsieur?
question your fellow
Monsieur?
countrymen.
Monsieur?
Don't worry. Countryman
What
or
do you say
not,
that?
I'm not letting anybody slip through the cracks.
I shan't keep you any
And the
longer,
only-
Mr. President.
The only French thing I ever
If
knew
there's
was that
anything I
one
can do,
song.
just ask.
Thank you, Mr. President.
Alouette, je te plumette. Alouette, je te plumette. And, you know, I learned that in school, and I never understood the meaning behind that song until I looked up the lyrics. I think it was a few weeks ago that I looked the lyrics up. I told my mom this, and it's actually the lyrics. Killing a bird. It's like talking about plucking its feathers and twisting its head or something. Like it's pretty grim. Like, why would you teach a kid that song? I mean, the only reason I know that song is I learned it in school. Why? Why would you teach a child? Oh yeah, I'm supposed to go back to the office. Why would you teach a child that, you know? It's a little weird. I believe one of the verses was talking about bird's eyes. Something about... Yeah, no, it's gross. It's just absolutely disgusting. Yeah, what the fuck is right? Yeah. No, if your school is teaching your child about a song that's in a different language that you don't speak, look that song up just to make sure. I still can't believe I was taught that song. I mean, it is still catchy though, you know. Yeah, no, it's about torturing a bird. Yeah. We all learned that damn song. Lord have mercy. Anyways, back to the game. Ooh, I can grab that. Thank you. I guess it was such a chippy song.
I've come to
I
speak
know,
about
right?
the findings of the investigation, my lord.
I'm listening, Louis.
Oh, I love it. Yep, no, it's... Leave it to the French. I have culprits. Goodbye. Remind me of the facts. I have clues, but prefer not to accuse anyone.
I'm sorry, my lord, but I don't have any evidence conclusive enough to allow me to name the culprit with certitude.
Really? I see. Well, that's your decision, Louis, and I accept it. Given the distinguished guests and the sensitive political issues involved at the conference, I trust you'll leave me to conclude the case in my own way. Right. It's time we spoke about your mother, Louis.
Oh, my mother. She's in hiding.
She seems to be making every effort to steer clear of your guests.
What do you mean?
For the past few weeks, my mother's been playing cat and mouse, if you will. I don't know why, but it wouldn't surprise me to learn that she's trying to avoid someone. The question is, who?
And in your opinion, would she be the cat or the mouse?
Pretty sure she's the mouse.
I'd like to answer the cat, but unfortunately I'm increasingly worried that she's in fact the mouse.
That doesn't make me feel any better, Louis.
What was the official reason
not supposed to make you
why
feel better.
your mother came to your island?
I knew about your mother's activities and yours in the Golden Order. I thought we had everything to gain by working together.
You mean the canon deal with Monsieur Bonaparte?
Among others, yes. How did you hear about that?
Monsieur Bonaparte came to speak to me about it yesterday, during lunch.
I see. So impetuous. He was supposed to let me speak to you about it first. Our friend Napoleon desperately needed financial backing to properly equip his army. I took it upon myself to back him because I have a firm conviction that he can go far.
We shall see. However, there's one thing that surprises me.
And now talking about that song, I have it stuck in my head now. Great. Oh, what was I doing? Oh, Oh, sorry, excuse me. Anyways.
Did my mother intend to finance a war? I'm not sure that I follow.
No, your mother's aim was not so much to partake in a war, but rather to make Monsieur Bonaparte accountable. France is in turmoil, and having the support of a military man can often come in handy, Louis. You'll see. Once this deal was closed, I had big plans for Sarah.
Such as what?
You see, I've invited several influential figures on my island to present them with a project at the conference. It will be presented later today. I thought that the Golden Order had a role to play, and I still think so. I was hoping Sarah would be able to join us.
I see.
Indeed,
Okay, that would be an
if
Amber
by
Alert
chance
on
your mother
somebody's phone in
decided
this house.
not to return to us before the conference, would you do me the great honor of attending? If only to follow the deliberations while waiting for her to duly take her seat.
Why not? We shall see.
Ah, thank you so much.
You
At
kids
this rate,
missing.
you'll be able to keep your mother informed of what is said. There's something else I'd like to briefly go over.
Interesting.
Earlier, you asked me the official reason for your mother's presence here. Is there an off-the-record reason why your mother came here?
No idea.
Only my mother trusted me, but
We're gonna keep it that way.
she remained very mysterious. I'd have been delighted to answer your question.
Is this usual for her?
As head of the Order, secrets are her bread and butter, as you can imagine. That said, it's the first time she hasn't let me in on the reason for her trip. And it intrigues me, to tell you the truth.
Well, I'm sure that Sarah will explain everything once she reappears. There's something I still don't get. In your opinion, why would your mother remain in hiding over several weeks?
She might have discovered something. Maybe she's wary of someone. Maybe she lost her mind.
Maybe she found something out.
What do you mean?
My mother has a gift for investigating. If she had picked up a lead, nothing would have stopped her.
I know.
The only thing I can tell you
They're like
is
emerald
that
green
Sarah
eyes.
had indeed changed. At the beginning of her stay here, We enjoyed spending time together, solving the world's problems.
Wish my eyes were green. My eyes are hazel, so it depends on the color and the light. It depends on the light that hits them. Whether they're green, brown, or... Actually, I took an up-close picture of my eyes once, and there's actually a hint of blue in there. It's actually kind of weird. My eyes have like 3 different colors in them. Anyways, enough about her. What of her disappearance? What did you speak about together? Let's go with that one.
Tell me about her disappearance.
Since she disappeared, your mother has been seen once. Her behavior on the evening of your arrival greatly surprised Gregory and myself. She resurfaced to attack Emma, Emily Hillsborough's twin sister. And she shot her with a pistol. Then, before Gregory could intervene, she ran off and disappeared again.
I beg your pardon? Hang on.
That means my vision on the wharf, it was actually happening inside the manor. Mother shot Emily's sister? The very person she came looking for? Why would she do that?
Excuse me, but between that and the childhood of Lady Adams, it's all a bit much for me to cope with. I need to piece it all together again to see things more clearly. You said that you spent a lot of time talking together at the beginning. What happened for that to change?
I'm afraid I haven't much to tell you. The more the days went by, the more she withdrew into herself. She never gave me an explanation. Until the day came when she purely and simply disappeared.
Where did she go when she wanted to be alone?
She would shut herself away in a room we use as a box room upstairs.
Would you allow me to go there?
Naturally, Louis, of course. I'll send you a servant to open it.
Thank you.
Naturally.
That's all I can tell you about the disappearance of your mother, Louis. I would like to have been more helpful.
I shall stay on her trail and follow up any leads.
Thank you. We will meet later on to welcome our last guest. In the meantime, I shall get someone to open the box room upstairs for you.
Thank you.
I feel like that's a very old word. Old world
study.
word. Naturally. Like, in the difference of what we use, we say, of course. But to make it sound more, esteemed, they used to say, naturally. Of course. Of course. It sounds so, I don't know, normal to say. Of course. And then when you say naturally, you just, naturally. I'm going to start saying naturally. It is kind of fun to say, naturally.
There are burnt papers in the chimney.
I can't help myself.
There's a legible fragment left. Hey, I recognize my mother's handwriting. She says we must find a safer way to communicate. Someone is on to us. Trust in my faith in the man with the sword. So Mother had an accomplice here. Who could it be? Who could she be suspicious of? We must find the next part. Faith, sword. I recognize her love of riddles there.
Alright, this is the one puzzle part that I had a hard time with because, little confusing. Not the biblical part of the puzzle, but just
Dante's
puzzle
paradise.
itself.
Raise your head and be reassured.
Dante.
What comes up here
Dante's everywhere around this
is
mansion.
ripen in our rays. What is this disc?
Well, we're gonna take it. Just take it. I don't want to waste a point on freaking analyzing it. Just take the damn disc. Again, biblical photos, or paintings. That still drives me crazy. There's biblical paintings all over this mansion, except for an Elizabeth's room. drive me insane. Can't go out there. Can't do anything here. La di da di da. Okay.
The door appears to be locked on the other side.
Not to mention the fact that Elizabeth is very good at evading questions.
I think I heard something fall to the ground. A metallic sound, like...
Just use the disc. I'm not wasting points to do all that shit. Just get the damn key. Thank you.
It's open.
We all know what that was for. It's open because you opened it. Duh. Okay, anyways. Okay. Man with the sword, man with the sword, man with the sword. First we're gonna take that. No, we're not gonna take that because we're full. Now we're gonna take it.
St. Paul painted by Guido Reni.
St. Paul is shown holding a sword. Strange. There's hardly any dust, as if the painting's been cleaned recently. There's a small inscription engraved on the frame. Let's take a closer look. This is how Paul spoke to his pilgrims from Rome.
Just above that, someone's written down the figure 11 on the painting and underlined it twice. No, what does that mean?
Figure 11.
So we have the figure 11 twice underlined, and a story of a group of pilgrims who it looks like Paul
Chapter
is speaking
11,
to.
verse 11.
Maybe it's a code. There must be a connection. A text on Paul must
Paul's
be somewhere,
disciples.
and it must be associated with the figure 11. But what's the story with these pilgrims? I mean, a connection with the figure, maybe?
Okay.
The New Testament.
Okay. So, Apostle Paul. Apostle epistles. Okay, so we want Paul. No. Yes? Crap. Wrong. I was never good at this stuff. Don't get me wrong, I know most Bible stuff. Personally. Psalms is my favorite. Epistle to the Ephesians, Epistle to the Philip. Yeah, I know. Dyslexic. Revelations. James, Peter, no, Paul. What was it again? No. Hebrews. No. You know what? See, this is why I shouldn't be. Gospel Acts of the Apostles. Paul the Apostle? Because I can't freaking remember. St. Mark, St. Luke, St. John, St. Matthew. Acts of the Apostles. We're... Okay, this might take a while. Okay. Okay, no. We want Paul. Romans, Corinthians. No, this is what we want. We want 11:11. See? See? I knew it was 11:11.
I say then, have they stumbled that they should fall? God forbid, but rather through their fall,
Lord, forgive me for not
salvation is common to the
memorizing.
Gentiles, for to provoke them to jealousy.
Oh, wait. A note from Mother is
Thank
carefully
you.
folded between the pages here. What does it say?
Oh.
Dear E, I'm glad you found this note. I was afraid the code of the two groups of pilgrims would mislead you. Pick up the package. You know where, and hide it where no one will find it. It's imperative. Awaiting your reply. Hidden behind the youngest apostle.
What? The youngest apostle? What does Mother mean by that?
It means the youngest apostle. God. You know, sometimes it's just... Ah, these paintings are beautiful. Anyways. Ooh, can I open this?
A chest with the occult
Bunny trail.
symbol representing air.
Of course I can't. I don't have the... Alright, youngest apostle. First book. Okay. He doesn't have a beard. Scrutinize the frame. Discover the
St.
painting.
John
He
is
doesn't have
the
a beard.
only apostle painted in this gallery who hasn't got a beard. Hey, wait!
Which means he's the youngest
That means
apostle.
it's him. He's the youngest apostle. Right. This painting is therefore associated with the answer which E had to give to my mother. Now, I just need to know how to recover the answer. The painting
I
looks
don't
like
know.
it's been taken down recently. But wasn't my mother said that she would wait for an answer hidden behind the apostle? Ah, of course. There's something written behind the painting. On the second day, the pilgrims will listen to the prophecy of the young apostle. They shall add 1 companion to their left and 3 to their right to complete their rank. What does it mean? On the second day, the pilgrims listened to the prophecy of the young apostle. The prophecy of the young apostle, that was John. And the prophecy mentioned is
John.
most likely the book of Revelations according to St. John.
Revelations, John. Revelations is a good read too. Okay. Apostles of John. Revelation of John. Swoosh. Ooh, which chapter are we looking for here? Because it's going to make me do this again.
And I heard a voice in the midst of the 4 beasts say, a measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny. And see thou hurt not the oil and the wine.
Wasn't that one? Okay, we want Revelations. Let's try John. But no, he said Revelations of John. No, maybe it's just John.
Hereby know that we dwell in him, and he in us, because he hath given us of his Spirit.
I feel like getting my Bible out. I mean, seriously. Just gonna have to go through all the Johns. Wait.
If we say there's no sin, deceive, and
I
the
don't think
truth
that's it.
is not take away no sin.
Tonight, anyways, you know. Listen to the gospel and whatnot.
But he that hateth his brother is in darkness, and walketh in darkness, and knoweth not whither he goeth, because that darkness hath blinded his eyes.
Basically, don't follow anybody into the darkness. Follow your own path. Maybe 19:5? Or is it
And the
12:14?
woman was given 2 wings
Watch it be
of a
12:14.
great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place, where she is nourished for a time, and times, and a half a time, from the face of the serpent. Hey, a new note. It's been folded carefully in the corner
thank
of this
God.
page. The writing, it's not my mother's.
It was Revelation of John.
Yes.
Revelation
I
of
found
John.
the book in your
I should have
effects.
known. I should have stuck
I've
with my
concealed
first
it where
instinct.
No one can get their hands on it. I can assure you, awaiting your instructions, I will hear your reply like he who hears the angel. Hears the angel? What does that mean?
Ooh.
Oh,
He who hears
it's
the
probably
angel.
the place where she was expecting to get the location of the next note.
He who hears the angel. Okay. So it's not that one because he's teaching. He who hears the angel. He who hears the angel. He who hears the angel.
Painting of Saint Mark from the collection of the Apostles by Guido Reni.
A messenger? Painting of Saint Mark from the collection of the Apostle of Guido Reni. Technically, the apostles were messages of God, were messengers of the Word. That's what the apostles were. And each of these paintings is an apostle. So I just had to figure out which one. Look at the frame.
There's nothing worth noticing here.
Okay. And it's not this one, because this one's not one who hears. The other one in the other room is actually an image of the same person and 3 different remnants of him. This is making me want to go to a museum. I mean, yeah, don't get me wrong. I love Christianity paintings. They're just absolutely beautiful, and they can also be horrific too, because they depict hell and heaven. I mean, there's parts where a man was asked to devour his sons. And that painting is actually in this mansion somewhere. A few times, actually. But yeah. The history of Christianity is a very interesting one.
There's nothing worth noticing here.
Look at its surroundings. Inspect the dusty pieces of furniture. Look behind the painting.
Here, but judging by the dust, it hasn't been moved for months, if not years.
Okay.
Little characters engraved
scrutinize the
chest
of
drawers.
drawers.
It's a sentence in Hebrew.
A sentence in Hebrew.
It says,
of course it is.
Count in the dust. All right, let's do it.
Count in the dust. Count in the dust. Count in the dust. Dust. Dust.
There are
dust.
finger marks, deliberately drawn in the dust. 8 in all. That's what the message in Hebrew spoke about. Hebrew 8.
Okay. Hebrew 8. Mark. Hebrews, Mark. No. Which one had Hebrews? Hebrews. 8. Oh, there's so many 8.
Thou hast put all things under his feet, for in that he put all in subjection under him. He left nothing that is not put under him.
Have you ever played La Norie? No, I haven't. I've never even heard of that. I might have to look that up. And I picked the wrong gospel. Okay. Hebrews 2:8 I did, so 6:8.
That which beareth thorns and briars is rejected, and is nigh unto cursing, whose end is to be burned. Here's a message. There are some complications.
Ooh, I did it.
Indeed, the Prussian is insistent. What's happening at your end? Do you need help? If tonight is not possible, let's see tomorrow evening, in the South Room, where we reviewed the situation. When Paul understood that only the axe counted, he went back on his tracks.
I await your confirmation to his left, in the company of the pilgrims that have joined him. Yeah, this last comment is about their code. I should find new pilgrims near Paul.
Give me 1 second. The dog needs to go out. Come on, Toby. Hold on. Peppers need to go out. Sophie, do you want to go out with Toby? You know, now's your chance. No? You're just gonna lay there? Alright. Okay. So I missed a little of that because the dog had to go out. But I'm gonna take a wild guess and say it's one of these pictures. I'm gonna have to listen to that clue again. Sorry.
There are some complications. Indeed, the Prussian is insistent. What's happening at your end? Do you need help?
I love it. Lots of puzzles like this.
If tonight is not possible,
okay.
let's say tomorrow
I'll
evening.
check it out.
In the South Room.
I'll put it on my
where
list.
we reviewed the situation. When Paul understood that only the axe counted, he went back on his tracks. I await your confirmation to his left, in the company of the pilgrims that have joined him. Yeah, this last comment is about their code. I should find new pilgrims near Paul.
New pilgrims near Paul, so I wonder if that's this one.
Drawing of the
Observe
Apostle
the
Matthew,
painting.
painted by Guido Reni. He's represented as writing the word of the Lord, transmitted by the Holy Spirit, who appears here in the guise of an angel.
Aw, I did the puzzle backwards. It was that one. Okay, so I definitely missed a step. That was the angel that he was whispering to. That was, and I just, frick. Frickety frick, frick, frick. You know, they shouldn't let you continue on to the next piece of the puzzle unless you've done the last piece of the puzzle. You did. Make sure the dog still wants it. Friggin', let me let the dog in. Man! Okay, that wasn't a child, it's an angel. I forgot the angels appear as children. But hey, whatever. Toby, come back here. I thought you wanted in. Toby! Hey, don't you want in? Come here. You were at the door. Come here. Come on. What? Jeez, make up your mind. Come here. Alright. Oof. Okay. Alright. Toby, leave her alone. Alright. Okay. I'm gonna have to... Alright, let's... look at the frame.
There's something else behind
we want
this
all the
painting.
puzzles, right?
It says, half of each group will join the first city of Corinth. What the hell does that mean?
3? Oh, that's horrible.
Group of pilgrims. If I'm not mistaken, numbered respectively 12 and 14 in the last painting. With the simple operation suggested, that would mean that the new groups are 6 and 7.
I hate you. Okay. It's ridiculous. That's not what I wanted. Not what I wanted either. 2 Corinthians. No? Crap. It's not any of those, I know it. Mark, St. Mark. No? Not St. Mark? 1422? No. Yes? No. You know, sometimes I missed a step in the puzzle and it's going to drive me insane. It's going to absolutely drive me insane.
I guess I'll just come back later.
Yeah, I will come back later. That was the one that spoke to the angel. That was the one that was probably supposed to be after. For the love of everything. You know... They should not let you continue to the other puzzle pieces until you finish the other puzzle piece. And you know what? No, I need to do that one because I want to figure it out. I want to figure it out. Okay, analyze it one more time.
If I'm not mistaken, numbered respectively 12 and 14 in the last painting. With the simple operation suggested, that would mean that the new groups are 6 and 7. The drawing of the Apostle Matthew, painted by Guido Reni.
Matthew.
He's represented as writing the word of the Lord, transmitted by the Holy Spirit, who appears here in the guise of an angel.
Matthew. Okay, it's in Matthew. Matthew. Well, that doesn't help. Phone? Oh, my friend's going live. You can do it. Yeah, I can do it. Okay. Actually, is that the only one? No, I don't want to analyze the book. I know what the book is. Ah, you son of a... Okay. Go back to the beginning. Okay, none of those are Matthew. So we want this one. We want Matthew. Oh, for the love of Lord Almighty.
But Jesus turned him about.
It's one of these.
And when he saw her, he said, "Daughter, be of good comfort. Thy faith hath made thee whole." And the woman was made whole from that hour.
That is a good verse, though. But not
And
the
great
one I was looking
multitudes
for.
were gathered together unto him, so that he went into a ship and sat, and the whole multitude stood on the shore.
That's not the one either. Lay down, Sophie. Just not on the phone. Thank you. Okay, it's one of these. It has to be.
But Jesus turned him about, and when he saw her, he said, "Daughter, be of good comfort. Thy faith hath made thee whole." And the woman
Oh, wait,
was
I
made
just read
whole
that.
from that hour.
Wait, did I not pick the... Ah, crap. I could have sworn that was that one.
And said, "For this cause shall
My
a man
dyslexia
leave
is not
father
helping me.
and mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh."
I'm sorry, is this just not working out for me? No, I don't want to analyze. No, don't leave, don't leave, don't leave. Crap. Okay. No, it wasn't the Revelation. Matthew. This one, no. I just went to that. I love my dyslexia. And there goes my dad's phone again. My dad's phone with a Amber Alert once again. Actually, I wonder. $19.7. Acts of the Apostle. 6:11. 2:2. 19:14. 10:8. No, it was St. Matthew's was the picture. Did I do this one? We're gonna do it anyways.
That ye practice your justice before men, to be seen differently by them. Otherwise, ye shall have no reward of your Father which is in heaven.
You know, St. Matthew 6:7, or no. Did I do that one? Did I?
I guess I'll just come back
You
later.
know what? Let's just. Yeah, we're just gonna come back later. Yeah, I'm just. Now I'm just lost. Now I'm just lost. I didn't do it in order. Now we're just gonna go straight to this one.
St. Paul on the Road to Damascus by Caravaggio.
Oh, it's gonna drive me insane though. It will. It really will. That's gonna cost me 3.
Caravaggio
Examine the
attained a
painting.
magnificent command of black and the play of colors too. Paul facing an ordeal, the curtains of his illusions being raised, and receives
Paul,
the light
that's right.
from his Savior. St. Paul is the only saint to be presented twice in these paintings, contrary to the other apostles. How come? This painting has been hanging here for a long time. A lot of dust is built up on it. Well, a finger has drawn a number in the thin layer of dust. I can read the number 4.
I guess if we have to use. Oh, man. I really hate.
A fierce opponent of the first
Ugh.
Christians, St. Paul is suddenly struck by the call of Jesus Christ and converts.
It's the best known conversion in Christian history, which teaches us that even enemies of Christ can be saved, and even become his greatest apostles after finding faith. From what I can recall, the account of his conversion could be found in the epistles to the Galatians, the Philippians, the Corinthians, and the Acts of the Apostles.
Acts. Acts.
St. Paul is the only saint to be presented twice in these paintings, contrary to the other
Paul.
apostles. How come?
4. Acts, Paul 4. Paul. No. Acts of the Apostle. 4. 4. Really?
And,
Maybe 2
and
plus
suddenly
2.
there came a sound from heaven like a rushing mighty wind, and it filled all the house where they were sitting.
Yeah, no. Okay. Thessalonians? No.
Finally, brethren, whatsoever things are true, whatsoever things are honest, whatsoever things are just, whatsoever things are pure, whatsoever things are lovely, whatsoever things are of good report, if there be any virtue, and if there be any praise, think on these things. This I say therefore, and testify in the Lord, that ye henceforth walk not as other Gentiles walk, in the vanity of their mind.
Ooh. AKA, don't live in vanity. It's not good for the soul. Second Corinthians? No. Ooh, wait. No, wait, did we just read that one?
Because we look not at the things that are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal, but the things which are not seen are eternal.
It has to be Acts of the Apostle. I mean, come on. Really? I'm missing a huge chunk of this because I couldn't I couldn't do anything. Go back to the beginning. Go to the first Paul. It's Romans. No, not Romans. Lord, have mercy. I am so sorry. We already read that one.
In him,
Ooh, but
God
there's
has
that one.
chosen us before the foundation of the world, that we may be holy and blameless before him.
I feel like I want to give up. Because I didn't figure out that painting. I feel like it's Acts of the Apostles, but it's not. Unless I'm missing something.
And there were 7 sons of one Sceva, a Jew and chief of the priests which did so.
I swear I feel like getting out my Bible. This is ridiculous. That one was out of order because it was supposed to be this one. But now I can't find that one. You know, I did this once. I swear I did. I played this like 4 different times and I got these. And today, it's just my mind is absolutely broken.
Pilgrims. If I'm not
Long ass
mistaken,
weekend.
Numbered respectively
Pilgrims.
12 and 14 in the last painting.
12,
With the simple
14 in the
operation
last painting.
suggested, that would mean that the new groups are 6 and 7.
6 and 7. So, pilgrims. Pilgrims. Pilgrims are referred to that one was Matthew. That painting is Matthew. But it's none of these.
And it said, "For this cause shall a man leave father and mother, and shall cleave to his wife, and they twain shall be one flesh."
AKA, the man leaves his parents to be with his wife. And the husband and wife become one. You know...
A drawing of the Apostle Matthew, painted by Guido Rini.
Yes,
He's
Apostle
represented
Matthew.
as writing the word of the Lord, transmitted by the
Mhm.
Holy Spirit, who appears here in the
Who appears
guise
to
of an
him.
angel.
Guys. Disguise. French. And the other one is Apostle Paul being shown multiple times, young and old. Apostle Paul. Yeah, no, this is great. This is absolutely great. Apostle Paul depicted twice. And number 4 written in dust. That doesn't help. And personally, if my brother was here, he'd absolutely know, because freaking he's a youth pastor. He would know. Alright. Let's try to discover the Matthew one again. And maybe it's not, though. Maybe St. Mark? No. Because the numbers don't add up. Wait. Did we do all these? Like, did we check them? 'Cause I
And he
don't
became
remember.
very
Let's just
hungry
check 'em.
and would have eaten, but while they were
Okay.
made ready, trance. Hey, there's a note here. A message from
Oh my
Mother
gosh,
in
are you
reply to
kidding
E.
me?
We must leave urgently, but first
I
I,
did it.
absolutely must go beyond the nightmare. Watch out for Volner. He figured out I was avoiding him. Allay suspicion. See you tomorrow evening. Stand ready. For now, let's cease all communication until we meet. Take care of yourself. I suppose this must be
There
the
we
last
go.
message. What happened
Yep,
afterward?
it is.
If it's what I suspect, I fear the worst. What did Mother mean by, I absolutely must go beyond the nightmare? I must go beyond
I
the
missed
nightmare.
one clue.
What does she mean by that?
It's probably
Clearly,
literal.
she must be trying to do something useful, but what? A nightmare.
Does that remind me of anything?
You comfy, honey? Are you all comfy?
It probably has to do with an object or something. Granting that this is the case, where might it be found?
Whoops. I'm fatigued. Outside the manor, a first floor room, the ground floor room, a second floor room. I would like to try to remember, but that says 10! 10? I hate you.
Yes.
I mean, I know where it is.
Painting
So.
that was behind Mortimer's study. Well,
I know
let's see
exactly
if
where it
Mortimer has anything to hide behind his painting. Mortimer's getting his guests together. I ought to join them so I don't look suspicious.
Yes, no, we must not look suspicious. Or sound like an idiot. Dun dun dun. I could have found the conversation between my mother and her Yeah, I know. I missed one. I freaking missed one. I'm aware. Yeah. At least I did that. Okay, so we're gonna unlock 4. Let's unlock that one. Doobly 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 doo. I think I'm fine with all those. Let's just do that. And done. Every time I read that. You can do it. Oh, $3. Yay. Okay. We can unlock that. Level that up. And Port Royal Grammar. The Prince. Let's do grammar, because, you know, that's special. And that's how you unlock the extra traits.
This time I went back
Read
and
the books,
joined
collect
everyone in
the
small
books.
Salon.
You need to collect the books so you can... Oh, I can't go to Mortimer's office. Look at that. I'll screw you too. Can I just... No, can't peek into his room right now. Just kind of curious, but well, you know, let's go. And I can't take those stairs. Screw you. Make me run all the way around. Yep. Because I went down the wrong freaking stairs. Actually, those stairs lead to the little miniature hallway that goes in the back. Okay, so I'm wrong. Not all pictures are biblical, but still. That one's pretty. Anyways. Really? Really? You guys couldn't get extra, like, really? Wow. Anywho. By the way, just an extra little tidbit. If you guys are curious about any of the artwork I do, my Instagram is connected to my Twitch, also my Etsy. I do sell stickers, nature canvases that I make, along with a few other interesting pieces of art. I am updating my photography portfolio, so those aren't up on my Instagram just yet, because I need to put a watermark on all my images so they can't be stolen.
Emily, I must speak to you.
That's always fun.
What's the matter, Louis?
I have news about your sister.
What have you found out?
Look, I've started piecing together the events leading up to my mother's disappearance and your sister's. Did my mother know about your secret?
Yes, even though I belong to the English chapter, Her rank in the Order gives her access to a good deal of personal information.
It must have been Emma I saw in my vision.
I was given to understand that my mother and your sister bonded during their stay.
I want a drink. Oh, I should have read that book.
They kept up a secret correspondence, which makes me think they were suspicious of someone.
And did you find out who it was?
No, but von Wollner is mentioned. They were planning to make a quick getaway and were looking to hide something beforehand.
Have you got these messages?
Von Wollner. Huh? Oh. Damn it! I want to say no.
Yes. Go ahead, take a look.
I frickin' should have read that book.
I see. I must say, thanks for your honesty, Louis.
I don't trust her.
Should I speak to her about my vision? If what I saw is true, she might want to take revenge.
Nope, we're gonna keep that to ourselves.
Better keep that to myself for the time being.
Come, Louis.
She evades. She evades all my questioning about the death of Emily. So, no, not the
You
death
will
of
pay
Emily.
dearly, Peru.
The death
I'm
of
sure you were involved somewhere along the line.
Adams.
That's right.
Adams.
Pretend you don't know. One piece of advice. Don't travel through France on your way back, or it'll cost you dear.
Calm now, my friends. Let's calm down. Everyone seems to be a little unnecessarily heated. Don't forget where you
let's
are.
listen to the old man with too much makeup on.
Sir Gregory called us together to introduce the last guest.
But hardly had we arrived when he set upon Monsieur Peru.
And what has Mr. Peru done
Why?
to once again provoke someone's anger?
We don't really know just yet.
I get the feeling it won't be long before it gets out.
How could you dare do such a thing? Dios mío, you are all out of your minds.
Really, Duke Manuel? What made you kick up such a fuss?
What? Have you not heard? Well,
Godoy.
let me inform you that yesterday morning at 10:22 a.m. precisely, in the middle of the Place de la Révolution in Paris, by decree of the National Convention which Monsieur Peru works for, King Louis was guillotined. What? The King of France is dead, gentlemen. Our monarchies are in danger. I have said it before. How dare they?
Oh dear.
Oh, as if gracious.
Oh yes, how dare they?
Friends, let us calm down.
Don't pretend to be surprised. He got a fair trial. Ridiculous. Bastard. He was sentenced to death by 361 votes to 360. You beheaded a king for one vote. Is that your democracy?
What an obnoxious act. Until anything was possible. This political coup will have grave consequences.
France is lost.
Gentlemen, please, let us take a step back a moment.
In the name of holiness. He was the
Yes, listen
highest
to the woman that has her
representative
boobs
of
out.
God in France, Emily.
Oh.
Gentlemen, Duchess, we're all among people of reputable company here. We should be able to manage the conflicts of our nations in a respectful and orderly manner.
I fully agree with you, sir.
But
That's enough, sir.
Yes.
with whom do I have the pleasure of speaking?
Louis Maras de Richet.
Are you related to Sarah de
Louis
Richet?
de Richet.
Sarah is his mother, Duke. Gentlemen, this news
Oh.
affects us all, but I must ask you to remain calm. It's not the first time history has taken us by surprise. Let's ensure that our respective countries are allowed to respond appropriately to this news.
Oh, rest assured. The response will not fall short, my friend.
Good for you. Well, Your Grace, here I was preparing to introduce you as is proper, and you've beaten me to it. I'm delighted that we are all together at last. Our meeting will therefore be able to kick off shortly. I have just a few more little preparations to take care of before you all find out the reason for your presence here. In the meantime, I shall leave you to get to know one another. When you hear the bell, please proceed to the conclave room on my left, behind that door. I'll see you later.
My dyslexia I actually had to think about, because I thought that was his right, but then I had to turn my body and think about, oh, nope, that is his left. Welcome to the world of dyslexia, where you can't tell left from right.
Moment, please, sir.
I'm glad you asked. I want to talk to you,
Ooh.
too.
Okay,
Of course.
it's very hard to clear this shit right here, okay? This guy
I
is
heard
very
about your mother's disappearance.
He looks concerned.
rough.
I don't know why, but I doubt it's from sympathy alone.
We can do this.
Let's see what he wants from me.
Last time I
Any
did
news
not
of
get it.
her?
I
Have
always
you found
fail.
her, maybe?
Tell him what you found out.
We found traces of her that would indicate she's still on the island.
Her personal belongings?
Yes, but nothing of great interest. Scraps of food, some clothes.
Ah, I see. Well, too bad. I shan't keep you, Monsieur Trichet.
All right then. Thank you.
I hope that your
fail it
search will
every
prove
frickin'
successful
time.
and bring Sarah back to us soon. I must go now. I'll see you later.
I fail that damn thing every frickin' time. I've never been able to beat him at his own game. Ugh. That's the frustrating one. That is the very frustrating. That is an interesting painting. Is it just me, or is that Jim Carrey with a beard? It's like Ace Ventura hair. Anyways. So rude of myself. That is interesting, though. Anyways. Oh my god, his face is all over the wall. I just realized that. Anyways, let's try this again. Let's see, I know there's a few things. Aha. Do I have the keys to this one?
There's a pattern with 5 circles on this chest.
Totally Jim Carrey. Thank you for... Oh, I have the key. Agreeing with me. I'm not alone.
I have no space left. I'll retrieve it later.
No space left, huh? Okay. Well, I'll come back for those later. There is...
Chronicles
there
of the
is.
Amber Princess. As I recall, Dorkin was my favorite character.
I guess we'll talk to him before we head out.
Monsieur Bonaparte, may I speak with you a moment?
May we?
I must say that photo was a better looking Jim Carrey. Very handsome. Ask him his opinion of
What do you think of
Godoy.
Duke Godoy?
Well, I'd rather not express any opinion of him.
Why is that?
His reputation is enough for me.
His reputation. His reputation.
There are
precedes
some
him, eh?
rumors about his loose morals.
Juste, monsieur. Add to that his devouring ambition, if you want my opinion. Playing at Loverboy rather than gaining merit for his career. It's a disgrace for any soldier.
I understand your point of view. Well, I'll be leaving you now. Shall we meet up again later?
By the way, each character in
monsieur.
this game is actually
Any
based
news of
on
your
a
mother?
time
Unfortunately not.
and a
no.
person in time.
I hope to speak with her about
And
my
these-
deed before I leave. Let me know if you find her. À plus tard,
These little
monsieur.
secret gatherings did actually happen when George Washington was president, but nobody knows what happened in these secret gatherings because nobody talks about them. Which is why I found this game very curious, because it was very interesting to me. Because, you know, over the years, presidents have had secrets, tons of secrets behind them. Is it just me, or does that look like Aquaman? Anyways. Sorry. Just bunny trailing on that one. I mean, you know, people like history as much as I do. This is why I love this game. It's standard on history along with gossiping rumors of what happened in those secret parties. Some people say there were orgies. Some people say that there were secret gatherings of big people, like, you know, George Washington, for instance, that made decisions for the whole world. Or, you know. But yeah. These are I am a very, very weird person when it comes to historical events. Anyways, shall we continue?
Mr. President, what do you think about your counterpart, Duke Manuel?
I'm very surprised he was able to accept Lord Mortimer's invitation, given the political situation in Spain.
Interesting.
What do you mean?
It only cost me one.
The situation is ready to explode with France over Catalonia.
Well, the Duke must have a darn good reason to be absent and come here, mustn't he?
When Lord Mortimer invites you, Louis, you come. It's always in your best interest.
I wouldn't say that personally, but...
I'm sorry. I'm playing with my dog's foot. She's absolutely out, and I'm lifting her foot and then dropping it, and it's just like, yeah.
Well, thank you for your time.
Don't mention it, my
She
young
is
friend.
out. She has no conscience left in the world. She's out. Anyways, what was I doing? Oh, yes. I want to go check out Godoy's room. That was the only room that I was not allowed in. That's Miss Sweetcakes. This is
Monsieur Napoleon Bonaparte.
Mr. Bonaparte. This is
Monsieur Jacques Peru.
Jacques Peru. I can't go in his room. Screw you. Ah! Well, Miss Sweetcakes, what you doing out here? I'm sorry, I can't take her seriously. Oh, what do I want? Well,
What do you
what's
think
your
of our
opinion on
last
Mr. Godoy?
guest?
Well, I never thought I would get the chance to meet that Hispanic Casanova in the flesh. His reputation is well known.
Hispanic
The
Casanova.
gentleman collects lovers, including, would you believe it, the Queen of Spain.
And that is actually historically correct. Yeah, I'm not interested.
I doubt that
in
Lord
rumors
Mortimer
right now.
invited him for his charm, if you want my opinion.
You're leaving me?
Take my leave.
Unfortunately, I have
Yes, I
things
am.
to do. Thank you again, madam.
Yes, I'm leaving you. Good day, madam. I have other interests. Although, where's that one guy's room? I'm gonna check his room. Who's
Monsieur
this?
Johann von Wulner.
Ah, I can't go in his room. Dick. Anyways. You know what? All the servants that are around here, does not one of them know how to pick up a towel?
So, what did my mother mean by going beyond the nightmare?
I know what she meant. Ooh, letters. Oh, do I actually want to read? Oh, that was the bird. Oh, God, that scared me for a second. I hate you, birdie. I hate you. Okay, anyways. Oh. Accounts for the year 1792. God, don't you love being dyslexic? Alright, birdie. Let's get some messages out of you, shall we? Examine. Just take the berries. I don't have to examine them. Just take the damn berries.
Might come in handy.
Yes, they will, actually. Alright, birdie. Spill the beans.
A mina bird.
Feed the bird. Give the bird berries. Mind you, there is chocolate on the desk that you can pick up, but if you give the chocolate to the bird dies. Just saying.
Sarah de Riche? Waldo, you know Sarah? What? Repeat that, Waldo. Sarah? What about Sarah?
God, what's been happening here?
Interesting. Speak to the bird.
Well, Waldo,
Lord
is your
Monomer.
master good? I don't really know what I was expecting.
Pretty boy, Waldo. Pretty boy. Okay. And I can't give him any more berries because for some odd reason it doesn't let me. Anywho.
The nightmare painted by Fuseli in 1781. Ah, this must be what my mother was talking about. Now just need to find out what she meant by go beyond.
Now see, this painting depicts demons
like it's
sitting on the
mounted on
chest of
rails
a
on each
woman,
side. It should
giving
lift
her
up, I think.
nightmares throughout the night.
There must be a mechanism somewhere.
That's what they call them. That's what they referred to nightmares back then. If you had a nightmare, it was because a demon was sitting on you during the night, feeding your mind with unimaginable images. At least back then, that's what Christians had depicted as.
Aha, I found it.
Oh, what on earth is this? A ring lock now? Great. That's all I needed.
Do I remember the code? No. Although, if you believe in the Fey world, there is actually fairies that give you nightmares at night. They also tangle up your hair, but hey, what do I know? Actually, I read a lot of books about fairies. And
History of the First
demonology
Crusades
and
by
Christianity.
Pierre Amédée de la Salle.
Hey,
Although I am
the
Christian.
dates indicate AL, and it looks like 4,000 years have been added to our calendar. Oh, that counting system again.
Oh, counting system, okay. Link the author to the dates. Analyze the
Crusades took
dates.
place not
Takes
long
nothing.
after the year 1000. Here, all the dates say 5,000 and something. I'm guessing this dating system begins 4,000 years before the calendar that we use. Yet, I'm getting the feeling that there's something else, another small detail, but what is it?
The famous call from Pope Gregory VIII in his Audita Tremendi Bull of 5,187. Oh, the crusade where Richard the Lionhearted distinguished himself. It states the first sea blockade of Saint-Jean d'Acre was broken in the 12th month of 5,190 AL, whereas the siege had been going on for 2 years. Or how Louis VII, King of France, eager to be pardoned for the death of thousands of innocent people in the fire of the Church of Ytri, convinces the Pope to authorize him to lead his own crusade. The result? In Germany, a new outburst of violence against the Jewish community, and a monumental fiasco by poor Louis VII, cuckolded by his wife's uncle. The famous call of Pope Urban II. 20 years after the capture of Jerusalem from the Arabs by the Turks, Urban II convened the council. He promises a plenary indulgence to Christians who go and get Jerusalem back from the Turks. The result: the Jewish community on the road to Jerusalem found itself persecuted for no reason. 12,000 Jews would perish, not to mention the massacre of Ma'ara, where acts of cannibalism by Frankish crusaders were reported, or even the capture of Jerusalem, where approximately 30,000 were left dead. It signaled the beginning of centuries of wars of religion.
And actually, the war between religion is still going on.
The author is Pierre Amédée de la Salle, none other than the Grand Master of the Masonic Lodge of Paris. Now I understand why the dates are offset. He's using dates based on the Anno Lucis, year 0 of the Masonic calendar, by adding 4,000 years to the Gregorian calendar. But I thought that calendar starts in March.
That's it? That's all you're gonna give me? Well, I know that's not the code, because I know it starts with 1.
This painting isn't finished. And it looks like Mortimer probably did it. Not bad, but you can't exactly say it's been done in the style of the period.
Yeah. Ooh, there's another book over here. Oh, that's a book I can read later. Ooh, hello. Huh?
Coup de Lance by Paul Rubens.
Oh, for the love of... I don't have enough to analyze these paintings.
A painting depicting the Third Crusade. It's titled Winter Before the Fall of Saint Jean d'Acre.
Huh. 5?
I get the impression I've seen that before.
Hate you.
In fact, I've read something on the Crusades before in the study. He clearly loves the subject.
Clearly.
The siege of Saint Jean d'Acre was a major conflict during the Third Crusade. Richard the Lionheart and Philip Augustus fought to take the town back. It was the Crusaders' first operation to take back the Kingdom of Jerusalem.
That's all you're gonna give me, isn't it? Yep. Because I can't afford 5. I know this code is something. I know it is.
It looks like a model of a lock. It's as if Mortimer is fond of complicating things sometimes.
If I get the code wrong, it's bad. It's bad. I know it's 1 6 something. Damn it. I can't quite remember where I found the code either, so there's my dilemma right there. That would be my dilemma. Wouldn't it? Because it's been a while since I played it. You know, sometimes I wonder about my brain. I really do.
Hey,
it
there are 2
doesn't
dates on this
help.
painting. 1154 AD and 5154 AL. The 2 dates most likely relate to 2 calendars. The Gregorian calendar and the Freemason calendar.
Ooh, actually, you know what? Bougie bougie bird?
A painting depicting the
You
Third
bougie
Crusade.
bird.
It's titled Winter Before the Fall of Saint Jean d'Acre.
Okay, does that help me? Yes, it
From
does.
what I know, the fall of Saint Jean d'Acre took place in the summer.
1191. Thank you. God, I knew
Now,
it was...
according to this title, it's winter time on the painting, so it can't have been late in the year of 1191. It must be in the first months of that year, probably in January or February of that year.
Thank you. Okay. Okay. Oh, thank God.
Open sesame.
Although, I have to remember that when you come back out, the numbers are backwards. So instead of 1191, it's going to be 9 699. I think. God, I hope.
Let's see what you've been hiding, Lord Murderer.
He's been hiding a lot. Sir, your plans to intervene in Belgium are to go ahead as set down. I am to accompany the Persian army. Perusian. Army. God, I can't read. I'm sorry. I have had a long 2 weeks. Very long 2 weeks.
Map of the Orient, indeed.
That's it? My dearest Lord Mortimer, I regret to inform you that it will soon be impossible to ignore pressure from the Russians. This is... Interesting. Anyways. It's hard for me to read out loud. So for anybody watching later, you can just pause it. Now that bird does not shut up. Maybe I should go give him some chocolate. Oh, interesting. Interesting. So what do we have here? I'll take that. Nikolai Novikov. Oh, the Russian. I just want to get back here. Thank you.
Moreover, it shows a fair number of sea voyages being organized towards the American continent. No doubt with slaves. How many men are broken in this trade? Tens of thousands each year, according to what people say.
Africa.
Weakness of the Human Psyche by Guillaume Trimore. He says, it is possible to drill an idea into someone by constant daily repetition until the mind gives in and goes on. There are hundreds of good ways to live life, but you only need one to convince the masses that it's the only one possible. The author isn't letting any ethical principles get in his way, is he?
Nope. There is no ethical meaning when you're dealing with governments. That's the problem. Oh. What was that? Muhammad al-Kabir. Kabir. Anyways. I'm just over here butchering names. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. Is that free? It's not free, but it's only one.
Those forces are pushing toward the west. On it, Mortimer's placed little feather symbols at different points, toward which the Spanish are headed. Could he be fueling Indian resistance to slow down Spain?
Spain? No. Yes, move away. Thank you. Thank you. You're so special. Oh, wow. Hugh Smith. That sounds like an American. Wait a minute. Smith. Boy, does that sound familiar. Their addresses. Interesting. Well, hello. I'm full. It's like he has his foothold in everything. Ooh. Huh. William, whatever your project, no, not reading tonight apparently. Not out loud anyways. Read better when it's in my head. Sorry.
Looks like a campaign is being prepared in France in favor of Italy. Could Mortimer have decided to finance a war?
Possibly. Let's go in here before we do anything else.
An iron mask. I wonder who it's for.
Oh, we all know what the iron mask is for.
3 rusty old nails. They're about 20 centimeters long. Some goat skulls, chicken legs. Now we all know what that's for. I'm a little surprised at Mortimer. I didn't seem as the type to be organizing little pagan parties, invoking occult powers, and dancing naked under the full moon. I'm more used to seeing cheap charms like this sold by charlatans in Pré Saint-Gervais. Look, a pack of tarot cards. Has he been reading the cards? Mortimer? That would surprise me.
Interesting. Oh!
It is a typical draw on a line that answers a specific question. To the left, temperance, that announces a reward for one who patiently waits before taking any action. And in the middle, the chariot, which symbolizes triumph and business success. To the right, the emperor evokes a future full of power and stability.
Interesting. Oh, it's not the board, it's something behind it. I hated that part. Oh, now we're talking about Greek gods? If anybody doesn't know, Kronos is the father of all the Greek gods, aka the father of Odin, who is the father of Thor. Kronos tried to eat his children.
That must be for writing the homing pigeon messages. Am I seeing things, or is that an actual von Leeuwenhoek microscope? Incredible. Mortimer really is at the cutting edge of
Greek
science.
mythology too.
Even at the Order, it took us ages to get one of those.
I'm a nerd and I love it. Ooh, can I open it?
Chest with a motif representing the alchemical symbol of fire.
No. I have the fire key? Who knew? Oh, I have one of the keys. Bitch. My hopes up. That's not right. That's not right at all. Thomas Jefferson, Secretary of the State. Our plans are going ahead wonderfully well. The Coinage Act has been voted. Your product of founding the very first Bank of America should not be delayed. and will probably, you know what, you guys probably don't want to hear me read this because it's awful. Good God. This is what happens to my brain. I can't function, I can't read. My dyslexia is all over the place. It's just, it's there. It's all there. It's all there. Ah, book. Hello.
Something strange about this table.
There's always something strange about a table.
What kind of experiments does Mortimer carry out here? It's a dissection table. So Mortimer does autopsies here on his desert island. But who is he doing autopsies on then?
Probably Elizabeth Adams.
Through feathers. Pigeon, probably. Strange.
Ha! Cost me nothing.
Recognize the alphabet.
Ow.
I wonder where the pictograms are from. It isn't Egyptian or Hebrew. There are 2 inscriptions on the sides as well as on the top. No way to know what's underneath. Absolutely no idea what it's for, but I find this cube fascinating.
I find this cube fascinating. Yeah, they said that before Pinhead killed him. If you don't know who Pinhead is, then that's from a horror movie where you play with a little cube, and if you open it, Hellraiser comes at you. Let us see if you have the courage to face me alone.
My mother's writing. I've picked up her trail.
Oh.
What is she up to? Obviously, she wants to lure Mortimer somewhere, but where?
I hope y'all enjoyed my little facts throughout this.
Sword. It must be intentional. It looks like a decorative sword, like from a statue, for example. And judging by the state of it, I'm guessing it's been left outside for a long time. I have absolutely got to find out where it came from.
Another thing that pisses me off is I've never opened this gate. Never opened it. Never opened it. I have no idea where that door goes. Another thing that pisses me off about this game. Unanswered questions.
Oh, shit. How am I going to get out of here now?
9699, I believe. I really hope I'm right on that. And I can't see. Again, it's upside down and backwards, so.
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side.
No shit.
It looks like the same as the one on the other side. Whoa.
Oh shit, I was wrong.
It closes a bit more every time I enter a wrong date. I'd better not mess up again. Doesn't seem to be working.
Fuck. Okay, I was wrong. It's 9699. No. Yes? No. Shit. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, and then that one's... This one has to be 6. And then this one has to be 9. Oh, I hope I'm right.
This looks like the same mechanism as the one on the other side.
Oh Oh, shit. $6966, maybe? I'm fucked.
Wheels are stuck. Shit. I'm cornered like a rat.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Wait. Wait, if I get myself stuck in here. Wait. Uh-oh. Oh,
Someone's
oh,
coming.
hello.
Please
Okay,
don't
so
let
I've
it
never
be
gotten
Mortimer.
myself stuck because I knew the numbers. This time, I thought I knew the numbers, so I didn't bother looking for it.
Deliberately avoiding me. 4 years ago, I was his favorite, but nowadays, I have to ask for an audience with his lordship.
Damn it! It's Peru.
Peru. Keep quiet.
I don't know if I should, but
Well, that's it. I've had enough of being humiliated.
I'm wasting my time here.
After everything I've done on his behalf, he dares treat me like a lackey? I've bled the
hear more.
Parisian elite for the sake of his whims, and what have I got to show for it? Doesn't even have the courtesy to give me 5 minutes of his time. I wanted to put my mind at ease. Well, that's done. I know what I've got to do now.
I must find my mother. So much for discretion.
Monsieur Peru, it's me, Monsieur de Riche.
What the devil is going
I
on?
need your help.
Where are you, de Riche?
Behind the painting. Open it, please. I've shut myself in. There's a pedal under Lord Mortimer's desk. Can you see it?
There's no... Hang on. Yes.
Good. Now press it.
Yeah. Done.
You should see something resembling a frame with numbers. Yes? You have to turn them to set the combination. 1191.
I did it back wrong. That's great.
Well. Poking our nose into Mortimer's little secrets, are we? You do surprise me.
It's not what you're thinking. I'll explain everything.
No, you will not, sir. It has nothing to do with me, and by the way, I never even saw you. So, I'll be on my way now.
Thanks again.
Okay, then. Mr. Peru.
I'm indebted to you. I won't forget this.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Okay. Well, that was interesting.
I've wasted enough time. I better get moving if I want to find my mother.
Next time I shouldn't be so cocky. Thinking I know the numbers. Yeah. Wait, you did not get any information out of Von Wollner. I got locked inside of Mortimer's secret study. You know what? I don't think that was a fail. But I should have talked. Oh yeah, that's right. I failed Von Wollner. I fail it every time, actually. So I haven't actually gotten anything out of that guy every time I play. You know what? I only have 3. Might as well. Okay. I think we'll do this book. This book. And this book.
This note is about a meeting with Lord Mortimer. There's no doubt about it.
Alright, I
I need to find out where the sword that came with it's from in order to find Mother.
You're joking, I hope. Don't tell me you've done that.
Really? How do you expect me to guess?
Oh, for God's sake, just ask them. We must absolutely inform Sir Gregory. How long has he been trying to collect all the spears?
I must have brought him the first one 20-odd years ago.
Do you know if he has managed to get the original?
Well, in any case, he's got all the ones we had at the Vatican. He made me replace them with copies. But I don't understand your reaction. I'm sure it is nothing serious.
Interesting.
I can see very well you do not understand. You have done nothing less than sign our death warrants, and still you don't understand.
Someone is listening.
What? Monsieur de Richet, why not join us rather than find yourself eavesdropping?
I didn't want to interrupt you. I'm sorry.
Of course you didn't. So, my son, what can we do for you?
Nothing in particular.
Leave them.
I'll leave you alone.
I don't think I trust the man of the cloth.
Don't worry.
Ah, yes, Von Wunder. I'm gonna check your room out, buddy. I feel like counting how many times that painting is seen in this hallway. My gosh. Alright. This is Piaggi's room that I still cannot go in. My room.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
This is Godoy's room. Charlattan's room. That is Napoleon, Peru. Wait. I passed his room, seriously? And I can't even go in it. I hate you. Wow. Just wow. And I still can't go down those stairs. And now I have to... You know, sometimes I forget things. You know, I'm a forgetful person. Yeah, I am. Okay, 1, 2. Oh, wait. I think there's a third one back there. Yeah. 2. No, just 2 times? No? Okay. Now that we ran the hallway twice. Oh wait, I didn't read my objective. Find out the origin of the sword left by your mother. I guess I had to ask him, because can't ask anybody else, can I? Oh, wasn't the sound of that just beautiful, though? hate this. I hate this. I'm starting to now think I should have asked Piaggi. But listening to Piaggi, like, why would you give away the spears and replace them with fakes in the Vatican? Don't you think that would be a horrible thing to do? You know? Oh, hey, George Washington. Hi, buddy.
Is everything all
How's
right,
it going,
my
Mama
young
Ann?
friend?
Mr. President,
about the sword.
You might be able to help me. I'd like to know where that sword comes from. Any idea?
Sword, that's a dagger.
It reminds me of the statues in the garden. I can't guarantee it, but you ought to go and see. You never know, do you?
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President.
You're quite welcome. See you soon.
He was more help than I thought he was. Alright, gardens it is.
Sword probably.
Well, actually, I
came
knew
from
it went to
this
the
garden,
gardens, but, you know.
What could it have been used for?
Okay. So, I'm gonna just let y'all know. I'm just gonna go straight to the... Well. Hello, sir. How you doing?
You again? God damn it, are you following me?
Wouldn't dream of it, sir.
He doesn't like me.
What brings you here?
I'm trying to find Mortimer's little
I'm
secret.
not giving up.
You see, I sense there's something hidden in this garden, and I intend to find out what it is.
You've got some balls, I'll give you that. Watch your back,
Yeah.
though. There are no secrets here. If Lord Mortimer finds out you've been searching his island, he'll make you pay dearly.
Thanks for the advice. Are you going to denounce me then?
What's the point in answering? You wouldn't believe me anyway. I'll be leaving now because whatever it is you're up to, I do not want to know. Be seeing you.
Tell me, aren't you even curious?
Curiosity killed the cat, Monsieur de Richet. I admit,
Ooh,
I
the
may have judged
satisfaction
you
brought it
wrongly.
back.
Watching you seek out Mortimer's little secrets might even be amusing if I didn't already know the consequences. See you later.
What happened to you, monsieur?
It's time for me to assume the consequences of my choices. I've sold my soul to the devil. Now it's time to pay.
Very interesting. Hey, that's not the way I was pointing. Anyways. Back to what I was... Ah, mother fricker. Okay, not that dog. On the other dog statue. There we go. Anyways, mother fricker. Okay, anyways. I'm just gonna go straight to the statue that this goes in, because if you do choose the wrong statue and then you go to press the button that you're supposed to press, you get poisoned. So, it's this statue right here.
Minos, son of Zeus and Europa. If I remember correctly, he was the king of Crete. Married to Pasiphae, he had many children, including the famous Ariadne, whom history remembers for her thread. Hey, there's a crack in that statue.
Mm-hmm.
The crack is in the region of the
Observe.
heart.
Trust. Mm-hmm. Okay. So yeah, if you thrust that sword into the wrong statue, there is a little handprint on a column here that you push.
Too cramped to be able to
When
do
you
much.
push it, it
Well, there
stabs
must be
you
something
with
going on
poison.
there.
Do it too many times, and well,
What is that?
it's not good.
It's like a sort of opening mechanism.
See that little tiny hole? It's the prick. Press. excited.
Again?
Yes, again. I'm sorry, but you must go through these things. It's not my fault.
You can't be serious, Manuel. You know that's not going to happen.
You must leave me alone now. Agreed to everything. Even to...
Agreed? I wasn't aware you had a choice.
What's going on here?
What now? What else must I do to win back my freedom?
Obey me. Now get out.
What was that? That's the third time in 3 days. Let's see if you're in there, Mother.
Yes, Mother. I shall find you. Sorry, my head scratched for there a second. Okay.
Bandages? Someone's been patching themselves up. Looks like my mother took advantage of being in hiding to change her bandages, huh? This is silk. She must have used her own clothes. There are patches where the blood isn't totally clotted. That's a good sign, right? She changed them recently.
Right.
Which proves she's still looking after herself and still believes in her chances. Well, I'd love to tell her to keep hanging in there. A Chinese coin. Damn it, Mother. Now what's happened?
Oh. Dun dun dun. No fails. That's nice. All right. Thank you for joining me on these episodes. Episode 3 will be done tomorrow. Don't forget to follow for more updates on my streaming. I also have Spiral. I cannot wait to do him. It's gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. I love that game. Little purple dragon. Spiral? Spiral. Spiral? It sounds like it's wrong, but I think it's right. Anyways, I upload on YouTube every other day when I stream, so don't forget to check out my YouTube for more fun videos. I also have the full collection of My Life is Strange, along with the pre-ordered one for September, so don't miss that. Please follow, subscribe, and don't forget to check out my Instagram. I love your faces. Thank you for joining me. I hope you guys had fun, because I had a blast. Okay, bye!